Hello everybody, it's me, Junie the Wizard here, once again filming some more videos for you guys, some tarot reading messages. Take what resonates, leave what does not. I'm here to just, help you all give, whatever message you need at the moment. It's always general, always collective for all signs. Like I said, you know the vibes. I'm feeling really chill today, really fun, but also do gotta say, I was shuffling the cards and it kind of like cut in half, like as I was like, picking it up and putting it back down, and I saw the Page of Wands. And I remember that card did come out like a couple times in the last couple readings. So it's again, I feel like that's like coming to say, like, again, with that Aries energy, that very youthful, very almost primitive, I want to say, very beginning, very like that spark, very initiating spark. At best, at its most mature level, it could be enterprising. It could be something inventive, something that really is truly new, truly innovative, truly, you know, um, something new that hasn't been done before, that recognizes, the self, that recognizes you. So I feel like we're all in this energy of like we're ready to get something going, get something that is authentic, to where we can express ourselves. So we'll see where this energy takes us. Like I said, I've got Miss Selenite here, a little Selenite wand stick, and I've got my bracelets and a different shirt this time. Miss Tovlo and Madonna in the background as usual. So you know the vibes that I always bring: good music, good company, good everything. Okay, so so let's just see what message you need to know at the moment. With the Selenite wand, I'm going to cleanse the energy and just ask that spirit be with us and deliver these messages with truth, with love, with light, with the best of abundance, and with use to us. At the moment, whenever you see it, you find it, you will need it, and it will help you, hopefully. So, alright, so let's get her going. I got some Astro Dice, and I'm gonna kind of, like I said, try to go a little quicker this time, but I've got some Classic Tarot, 78 cards, and then I've got some Prism Oracle, just to get some clues about some emotions, moods we're feeling, and then the Divine Abundance Oracle, just to get, a few kind of, also using my own intuition to kind of see what vibes we get. And I noticed the last time I was kind of annoyed at myself when I rewatched myself the last time. I take too long whenever I discuss the Astro Dice. I'm going to be a little quicker, just use that as like kind of a clue to start off the reading and try to get more in depth with everything else. But even right now, I feel like I'm talking too much. I'm going to just get into the message. So, if you know me, I'm quite a chatterbox, but yeah. I'm a very sweet person. Forgive me. Alright, let's just see what vibes we get. We're going to find out where the energy is for y'all today. We've got Gemini energy with the South Node and the second house, having to do with letting go, something that, well, you could consider it letting go, but you could also consider it something that you have a lot of experience in, that you're using to give you a boost forward, using to give you a little push forward into some new territory. And with Gemini energy, it's about becoming decisive. And the way that you become decisive is by learning, is by seeing all sides of a situation. That's why they say Geminis are two-faced, but in reality, they're just versatile. Like me. I have a lot of Gemini in my chart, and therefore, you could take it however way you see it fit, but yes, I'm a very versatile individual. So, therefore, I could be talking to someone here who has a lot of experience looking at two sides of a situation. I could be also getting second house. That's Venus energy. That could also be Libra energy, air sign energy, having to do with intellect, thoughts. But basically, it could be learning, communication, banter, chit chat. Again, with the gossip theme lately, something about gossip. With second house, it's about what are you valuing. You're getting cut and dry, clear when it comes to what do you need. Like, not what will you want, but like more so, what do you need? Do you need physical affection? Do you need words of affirmation? Do you need money? Do you need to be on your own at the moment? Do you need to be with someone else? Do you need a good family? What do you need? What does your heart need and value at the moment? That's sort of what you're questioning. And if this sort of, this understanding of where you've been, in the second house, sort of shooting towards the eighth house, if that north node, would be opposite the south node. That would be interesting. Sagittarius, eighth house energy. Sort of the new territory that I feel like you may be experiencing would be something to do with philosophy, learning how to deal with others, psychology, definitely. I could definitely see someone like who works in like either something with communication, something dealing with the public, or dealing with their bosses a lot lately. It's giving that. With relations, communication, learning, teaching. Someone could work at a school here. Those are the vibes so far. So I'm gonna give this tarot out to see what message we need to know today. And let's see what we get to know. This card fell out. Let's see. Three of Pentacles. Working with others. Collaborations. Okay, that's okay, Gemini, that 3 energy. Working with others. Actually communicating, talking. Getting stuff done. With the Pentacles, it's actually physically moving around. Getting stuff done, like, in reality. Getting paperwork done. Getting a chore done, an errand done. Getting moving. Getting actually shit moved, valuing that, valuing who you want to surround yourself with would be a very strong topic at the moment, to actually get the stuff done that you actually value. You know what you value, therefore when it comes to working with others, and sort of that's the thing, that others are kind of unreliable. That 8th house energy, that's with working with others' resources. The 2nd house is your resources, what you value, what you can control. The 8th house is how do you control what you can't control? How do you control others' resources? How do you work with others' resources? And therefore, you get stuff in return, whether it be a partnership, and like their finances, or it could be like a literal business partnership and like taxes and things of that nature. Thinking about really who you want to surround yourself with, good people. Let's see what other vibes we get. Please, Spirit. The Emperor, but it did come out reversed. At first it was going to come out upright, but then it like twisted. It wanted to come out reversed. Needing to put your foot down more. Needing to get clear about your boundaries, about the boundaries of a certain scenario. And it's funny because they do associate the Emperor with Aries energy, which is very interesting. So if Aries were to be a good initiator, to get good things started on the right foot, literally on the right foot. And it's funny because 3 of Pentacles, he, on this card at least, he literally like has his foot stepping up. They're all chit-chatting because they're getting shit done. These men are getting shit done. They're working together, collaborating little by little to get the building done. There are architects. Maybe you're the architect of your own life. Maybe there's a project you're working on, but needing to be a little more either assertive or strong with boundaries could be a good, but also verbal boundaries, needing to state it verbally. Page of Cups. Okay, so emotions here could be a trigger, but a good thing though. A good thing though, like a trigger in a good way. Like, it's like when you're having these conversations with these people, when you're working with them, it's like there could be things that you admire in these other people. Like you want to surround yourself with people who have the same dreams and the same visions as you. So maybe, yeah, like-minded people, but also more importantly, like-hearted people. So it's, you get what I'm saying? Like those who can like look at your wishes or goals and won't make fun of them. They won't make fun of you or call you. They won't basically be a killjoy or be a dream crusher and pass it off as like, oh no, it's just like, I'm just making fun. It's just a joke, just like someone who's not gonna, I feel like you may have been surrounded by either a narcissist or maybe someone who's like not taking your dreams seriously, who actually can like you can look at your own like very fragile, very like I remember there was a word I was looking for in the last video, like a video or two ago, and it was like, what's that word if like it was something before seed? If there was something before it could be born. The word I was looking for was like fetus, like a 0.5, sort of like before the beginning, sort of that sort of energy, like a fetus, an idea you have of some sort of creative idea. You want someone to surround yourself by people who are not going to put those things down, whether you have these ideas and goals and ambitions, as childlike or as far-fetched as they may seem, as long as they're enlivening your spirit, your creativity, your will to live, to see, to be, have that childlike, youthful energy. And this is not, I'm not sensing any bad energy at all. Even though the Emperor is reversed, it's more so like how are you going to put your foot down for yourself? I'm sensing how are you going to assert your values in a certain situation when you work with others in a certain group? Please, Spirit, let's just see what else we can get. But that is the vibes here. Six of Swords, moving towards harmony. Making sure that if you are going somewhere, it's towards peace in a certain situation, that the talk is either productive or it's you know that you need to sail on, whether it's away from certain people or it's just towards more peaceful vibes. Let's see what we get. Eight of Swords reversed, removing the self-imposing limitations. There may have been some ideas, or it's funny because it's under the Emperor too, about like what you can say to others or what necessarily you can do for yourself, where and when and how you can put your foot down. These certain ideas about like how it could be done, that they're being lifted off. You're breaking free. Ten of Wands reversed, right underneath the Page of Cups. Okay, so that you're the burden is being lifted, literally. The weight off of your shoulders is being lifted. You're seeing how it got placed there. Because that's the thing, the weight may have been because you felt like you weren't being seen, your values weren't being seen. This could be someone in a relationship, your values weren't being seen. About your dreams, your ideas, the very fragile ones. What's this one? Six of Pentacles reversed, not enough give and take, uneven give and take. When it comes to either money, resources, time and value. Time is money, resources, money, energy. It could be someone dealing with like the chores or errands, like how they're dealing with that with the kids, or dealing with that when it gets done, how it gets done. Very that Gemini energy. It's very like flitty, like very flighty. What do you call it? Like very like errands, like going here, getting this done, this errand, this here. With the second house, your money, where are you valuing, where are you putting your money, where your values are. There's something here, what works. So you're using that to give you a boost to like when it works with others and how they're taking care of your managing your time and money and resources. What's on the back of the deck here? Page of Swords. So again, when it comes to laying the law down, when it comes to certain ideas, how you put those into words, how you bring those upon to others, and the Emperor is the only major arcana card here, so that is the main issue here. It's about being your own authoritative leader in your own life. To just simply have a structure. Doesn't mean you have to boss people around, but when you have to lay the law down, when you have to decide for yourself, you have to decide. To be a good leader for yourself, first and foremost. Let that show up on the outside. And with Page of Swords, Page of Cups, it's about how you're making your wishes come true, but how sort of the ideas to get there. Your ideas about going about it and how you talk to others, invest in others, but talk to yourself too. But you start from there. And then, because the pages, they're children. It's about the youthful, most innocent, about like sort of potential that you could imagine. Like about like, oh, what could I achieve? Because the page is like, oh, I have all these dreams of the cups. I have all these dreams about like the fish in the water. It's so flighty, so mysterious. He's holding it and it could like jump out at any moment. And then the Page of Swords, he's holding a sword and he's like, wow, like I'm these children, they're so, they're fun, they're youthful, they have this really colorful, just like, anything could happen. So think about that. You have these beautiful goals and ambitions that are waiting to just grow and burst into something more. And it's funny because I lifted off the Page of Swords and right underneath is the Four Cups. So the universe is offering you something, but maybe you're just a bit hesitant, understandably. It's valid in that. But with the Four Cups, it's like, you don't want to be stagnant. Don't let that energy become musty, girl. Like, whenever you feel a certain type of way, understand why you feel that way. You are valid for the pain you feel, for the reasons why you feel the way you do, but you're starting to lift up the veil. Become a more wise leader with yourself. Putting your foot down with yourself. And I had to learn to do that with my OCD. in order to actually like move around in life and actually work and actually, you know, take care of myself. Yeah, sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you actually got to put your foot down with yourself and say, no, I'm doing this and I'm doing it this way, or maybe I don't know how I'm doing it, but I know my values lie. I know where they lie, so I got to do it. So maybe sit in it for however long you need to, but when it starts to feel stagnant, when it starts to smell musty, you know, this energy of either apathy, not wanting to take the option that you know you need to take, or a certain option, because I know I need to do that whenever I need to do, like, I'll procrastinate on certain errands and stuff like that. But it's not just that, it's certain like ideas about like, it's like an offer that the universe is giving you about like a way of doing things, or about like certain, you could get more fulfillment. So I'm gonna start pulling these oracle cards and see what sort of solutions hopefully the universe can give us. And that's what we're looking for here. I'm going to use these oracle cards to see if the universe can give us solutions about like how you can achieve this more. It looks like, yeah, how you can be, I just heard, more strict with yourself. But it feels good. It feels like when you achieve it, it feels like it's like collaboration. It's like your angels want to work with you to help work with you, to help surround you in a good place. These people are going to help you if you feel a bit down, move you to calm, move you to peace, move you to even better environments, even surrounded by better things, to even achieve better things. Because right now you feel like it's uneven and there's a bit of a burden or a weight on your shoulders. Sorry guys, my legs get numb easily when I sit on the floor. But yes, the universe is going to help you achieve that sweetness, because we got sweetness on the back of the deck. I haven't even pulled some cards yet, but the sweetness, you want to achieve that. You want that good, the sweet life. Okay? The universe is saying you can have it. It's helping you get there. It's like you got to surround yourself with the right people, the right ideas that are going into your head. You got to value that. Know what you value. Act upon it. Just get a message about what sort of solution, you know, direction that the collective can take. Please, Spirit. Happiness and then peace. So you want to achieve the happiness and peace. Whenever you think about where to go next, or where you're confused about what to do, think about this. Smile, that dove. Think about the happiness and that peace. The happiness, it's funny, it's a red card. It's like passionate. Being passionate about your life. Being passionate, wanting to smile on your face and being like, yeah, I deserve this life. And then being able to breathe out a sigh of peace. It's on the back of the deck here. Rest, and then underneath that was rejection. So it's funny, rest is like green, and then rejection is like red. So it's like rest is like green light, and then rejection, saying no to the things that you know take you out of your peace, that are peace drainers, that actually drain you, don't give you the rest you need. And when you need the rest, take it, you know? Being more strict with yourself when it comes to self-care. Certain ideas about valuing. Yeah, second house could also be self-care, you know, knowing what you need, you know, sort of that sort of thing. So I'm just gonna pull a little, you know, some of these oracle cards of the divine abundance, and there's not really a guidebook for these. And with oracles, I kind of just like to use them, you know, kind of freehand, freestyle anyways. So let's just see kind of a message to end off the reading. Please, Spirit, with all of the best love and abundance and good light and advice. And we can take that to end it. Receiving. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. So that's the thing, trusting yourself, trusting your inner guidance and the divine plan. So that's the thing, you have your wants and needs, and then God knows what you want and need too. So why wouldn't he want to give it to you? God knows how good it feels to be happy. Like why wouldn't he want you to be happy? Of course, so that's why there's always a plan. Yes, I know I hate hearing that whenever I'm going through something and then someone's like, well, God has a plan, Jesus has a plan. Like, I know. But really though, on a real note, if you want to get past the confusion, get past all of that, I just hatred energy. There's this hate in your heart that I know you can heal, get past. You're working on opening your heart chakra, receiving it, receiving the love. What research maybe some heart chakra, maybe herbal incense, and maybe have some of those in your home. I think maybe rose, I think, is a good one. I know for heart chakra to open your heart to like romance for sure, but we're not talking about like that. We're talking about like literally receiving God's love, because God wants you to be happy, and you're getting better at receiving and kind of being nudging into like accepting that peace, the way to go about getting there. It's about the way, intuiting it and then deciding for yourself, I'm gonna go this way, you know. And again, like I said, that second eighth house energy, it could be definitely a relationship, what you're valuing in the relationship and how you work with that with others. And when it comes to either money, where you're getting your shit done, errands, chores, children, that's what's going on. But learning to get your rest when you need it, say when you need it for your own damn peace and happiness, girl, because you deserve it. A burden is going to be lifted off your shoulders and you're going to move towards calmer waters. You will, but you have to remove the self-imposing limitations first and put your foot down for yourself. Become your own inner leader. That's what the Emperor Reverse can mean. At best, the Emperor Reverse literally can mean being the best inner leader that you can be. And you're going to get work done. Things are going to fall into place, grow, achieve, collaborate. And that's the thing. If the North Node would be in the 8th house, that's more of like you're going towards, even though it's sort of an unknown territory or something unexpected, it could be, it's sort of meant to happen, sort of almost receiving from others. Sort of that 8th house alchemy energy. It's almost like receiving from God, receiving from the universe, manifesting. So, wow, I'm really happy for you. I hope you like this message, and I'm wishing the very best for all you guys, and I hope that you're happy with this video, because I'm certainly happy, and I can't wait for the next one. And I hope to hear from you guys in the comment section. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and to see your beautiful success unfold for you, because it looks like that you're becoming better at manifesting every day and listening to that inner guidance and seeing it unfold on the outside. Okay? That's where we're going. That's the vibes. Okay, I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.